In the tech world, there's some partnerships that just feel impossible. Like a rebellious, decentralized project teaming up with a huge, buttoned-up corporate giant. It just doesn't sound right. But that's exactly the story we're getting into today, an alliance that might just be rewriting the rules for an entire industry.
So there's this common belief, summed up perfectly by this quote from a big-name venture capitalist. The idea is that decentralized tech is just too chaotic, right? It's the Wild West. It's not stable enough for serious, risk-averse corporations. It's a cool experiment, but it's not for Wall Street. But what if that whole idea just got completely turned on its head? Because this is a story about the moment a deeply decentralized project didn't just get a foot in the door with the corporate world. It was welcomed in by one of the most traditional, conservative giants out there.
To really get how wild this is, you have to look at the two players involved here. They are from completely different universes.
Okay, so on one side, you've got Score. It's a cutting-edge computer vision project built on BitTensor, a network where AI is built by a global community, not some single company. And on the other side, PwC. Yes, that PwC, Price Waterhouse Coopers, a titan of the traditional enterprise world. And they formed an official alliance. This means PwC in France is now going to actively sell Score's decentralized tech to its massive list of corporate clients. Pretty crazy. So the big question is, how on earth did this happen? How do you sell something so radical to a corporate giant? Well, it all came down to a really clever analogy that made something incredibly complex, incredibly simple. All right, think of the core technology, this thing called a BitTensor subnet, as a super powerful race car engine. It's an amazing piece of engineering, right? It's got all this raw power, producing cutting-edge AI. But here's the thing. You can't just sell an engine to somebody who just wants to drive to the grocery store. And this is where they were so smart. The Score team built this beautiful, polished, user-friendly product called Manico. Manico is the finished car, built around that powerful engine. It's a simple app that clients can use right in their browser. That's what an enterprise buys. Not the complicated engine, but the reliable, finished car that just works. Now, obviously, a company like PwC doesn't just sign a deal like this based on a cool analogy. They put this project through an unbelievably tough vetting process, a real enterprise-level stress test. And this was not a quick decision. We're talking about a full 8 months. 8 months of intense, deep dive due diligence from the very first conversation all the way to the final ink drying on the contract. PwC put them through the ringer. Their legal team had to sign off on everything. Their tech experts did a massive deep dive into the code. They vetted the founders, the whole team, and they had to tackle the really fundamental questions like, can we actually trust a network run by independent miners all over the world? Is this thing truly secure enough for our clients? The fact that they passed this trial by fire, well, it basically created a roadmap for other decentralized projects to follow. So, as if landing a partnership with PwC wasn't a big enough deal for 1 week, the project was about to get another massive stamp of approval, but this time from the entire crypto world. The scene is Paris Blockchain Week, one of the biggest events in the industry. They're holding a startup pitch competition, and the field is absolutely packed. We're talking 1,000 different startups all applying to compete. So first, the Score team wins their specific category, the BitTensor track. Awesome. But that just got them into the grand final, up on the main stage. And that's where they went on to beat the winners from all the other categories and won the whole thing. And that really brings us to the most important question here. Is this just a great story about one team's amazing week? Or does it represent something much bigger? A real tipping point that signals a major shift in how the corporate world sees this kind of technology. You see, a win like this creates this powerful ripple effect. For the project itself, it's huge validation for Score. For the ecosystem, it gives massive credibility to the entire BitTor network. And for the whole industry, it's a giant flashing sign that says decentralized AI might finally be ready for the big leagues. And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. This is a direct quote from the partner at PwC France who made this whole deal happen. He's not just saying he believes in Score. He's on the record as saying he believes the entire BitTor network is leading the charge in decentralized AI. That's huge. So this alliance and this award have really just shattered a long-held myth in the tech world. They've blazed a trail. The question now really isn't if enterprises will adopt decentralized AI anymore, it's how fast everyone else is going to follow.